Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the Hoosier State, where Colts fans rise to their feet with the striking of the anvil as it is time for football here at Lucas Oil Stadium in downtown Indy. Today, it's the opener of a new NFL season, as it'll be the Cleveland Browns taking on the Indianapolis Colts. On the Browns sideline, there you see head coach Kevin Stefanski. His guys ready to get this one going. On the other side, Colts head coach Shane Steichen. His guys ready to show out in front of the home fans as they try to send them home happy at the end of this one. Kicker Brandon Aubrey is out to get this one started. And off we go on EA Sports. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. So the Colts now coming out for their opening drive. And they'll be led out by their rookie QB, the young man out of Oregon.
And to say that this is a big spot is the classic understatement. It's a ton of pressure on this rookie quarterback as he gets to play right away. And let's face it, he's trying to take in every moment from his first start, but at the same time, he's got to focus on what's in front of him.
From the 35, here's 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor. Give the Colts 13 yards and a first down.
13 yards on the play. That's good for a Colts. First down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
And this one almost intercepted. Not a good throw there, nearly an opening drive INT. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. They'll look to throw here. He'll let one go deep for Downs. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Out is Rigoberto Sanchez on 4th down to punt this thing. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. So here are the Browns under head coach Kevin Stefanski. And they are led out there by their mobile quarterback.
I tell you what, when he's on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one is capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
And here's another tackle made at the line, so they're converging well on the football now. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they were up to the challenge.
And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away. Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run. They'll net only 35 here following a 43-yard boot, 8-yard return. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Now he's going to step up and run. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. From the 46, here's 2nd and a couple.
46-yard line.
That's to Warren, his tight end. And he's going to get forward for about 5, but that may be coming back. What say you, Mr. Referee? Well, every lineman knows the rule. You only get a 1-yard buffer beyond that line of scrimmage, and then the flag is thrown, and he got tagged for it there.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And his throw here is going to be incomplete. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
And that is incomplete.
I think the punter might start to get into a pretty good rhythm here if he keeps getting opportunities. But that's the last thing his team wants to have happen, right? The last thing you want to see is your punter feeling pretty good because he's out there all the time.
First quarter only, but they're 0 for 2 on 3rd down conversions to start this thing.
Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback.
Second drive coming up here for Cleveland as they return to the field on offense. They went 3 and out on their first drive of the new season. Not an ideal beginning as they start drive number 2, 1st and 10. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. They'll run from the gun. It's Judkins.
Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
They'll drop to throw.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. They give him 27 yards on the 3rd down conversion. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. And they'll send the slot in motion left.
Now they fake the jet sweep there and a run instead with Harris.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. At the 48-yard line. They're going to look to throw. Going right side here, and that's complete. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Browns 1st down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Harris running straight ahead.
Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more.
And a tackle there by Micah McFadden.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
They work now on 2nd and 9.
They'll keep it on the ground. Harris again. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
And it's 3rd down. They'll set up the throw.
This short pass into the hands of Njoku.
Well, I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. A 10-yard gain, but it's 4th down. They'll try and sneak it here. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
They'll try to right side with Harris.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
At the Colts 22-yard line. He'll drop to throw.
And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
Intended for number 81. Incomplete. Brings up 3rd down. Out of the gun now on 3rd down.
That is caught.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. 1st and goal, Cleveland.
That's a sharp throw right there on third down. They're looking to get the first points of the game, and they certainly don't want to be on a field goal. So that's a nice job to get the hook up and set up a first and goal.
And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. Second and goal from the 1. Again, it's Harris. Pushing for the end zone, but he's not going to get there. They stop him just shy of the goal line. They'll go with the keeper. And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. The sneak successful from a yard out. And the Browns get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon.
And this is something right out of the Philadelphia playbook. They were successful running this with Jalen Hurts. But this is a copycat league, so if it works for them, everyone thinks it'll probably work for us. And here, it does.
And what a drive that was. 16 plays all told. And it was capped off by the quarterback sneak for 6.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Colts getting another possession here on offense. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. They'll start by running the option to the right. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down. Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there and worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
That's another Colts first down.
And they'll try the option on first and goal.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. It's their quarterback with his first career touchdown in his first career game.
And the Colts are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Tyler Bass on for the extra point attempt.
And he starts his new year off on the right foot as well, as this kick is good. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And it's capped off by a touchdown run of 6 yards. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
And now Cleveland geared up to take the field.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Right back to Njoku.
And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. These two teams all tied after 1. The start of the second quarter, and it's the Browns in control of the football as they are looking at a 2nd and 5 situation. He'll look to throw. This short pass into the hands of Njoku. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. It's a quarterback sneak.
And he is going to have a Browns first down. At least it would appear that way. He didn't get it by much, but yes, they do get the conversion on 3rd and 1.
2 yards on the play. First down, Browns.
He'll look to throw.
Checks it down to Jenkins.
And
That's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be second down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up second.
On the give, this is Harris. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. They'll set up to throw. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And they'll get him to the ground, and he has another first down at the Colts' 32-yard line. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first.
First down. A gain of 13 yards.
Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in a shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That's a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
Got it here at the 29 on 2nd and 8. Back to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've hit on 6 of their 8 tries. Very good. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line.
And the Browns, first down. A gain of 1 yard. First down, Cleveland.
A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
At the 22-yard line.
They'll look to throw. Over the middle, it's complete. And they'll get this down to the 10. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal.
First and goal.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
Second and goal.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's 3rd and goal. Again, he'll drop to throw. Throw left side, caught by the tight end, Njoku. A great job to hold him to just a yard there. Now it's 4th and goal.
A gain of a yard. It's now 4th and goal.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Quinshon Judkins from 3 yards out. And the Browns take the chance on 4th and goal, and it pays off with 6.
4th and goal, and they found a way to throw it in the end zone for a touchdown.
And these defenses, they just like 3 downs, get off the field. But here they had to go 4, couldn't get it done.
A lot of the time, you're looking up and saying, okay, if I hold them for 3, at worst, I give up a field goal attempt. When they go for it, sometimes it really affects the defense because maybe they're not mentally prepared to go that 4th down.
Aubrey good with a PAT. And that makes the score 14-7. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they haven't had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. That's to his tight end, Tyler Warren. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 47.
The 47-yard line.
They give to Taylor out of the gun. tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 10 more there and another first down.
Colts, first down. First and 10 at the 37.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. 2nd and 15. Under pressure, and they got to him again. They'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's 3rd down.
Yeah, some real defensive resistance there, saying not so fast to a good drive. They had marched to the end zone the last time out.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. And the pressure gets to him again. And the defense coming through on 3rd down. A loss of 7 to bring up 4th. He continues, Charles, to be under constant pressure. These sacks, they're starting to pile up.
And if they want to have a realistic chance in this one, they've got to change their blocking assignments. They've got to do a better job to keep him upright. If he's going to be on the deck constantly, they've got no chance to win this game.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Browns will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. Looking to put a drive together. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. It's complete to Harris. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line.
A gain of 12 yards. And the Browns, first down. 1st and 10.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter. 14-7. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. This short pass into the hands of Njoku. Now a 2nd and 6. They'll look to throw here. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. They'll look to throw again. This one is complete to Judkins. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On 4th down on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. Almost out-kicked his coverage there. 48-yard punt, but 10 on the return. And that will come the offense as they take over. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. They'll drop to throw. Open man, the tight end, Luke Schoonmaker. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And the Colts, first down.
Now back to throw. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. So here's a 3rd and 14.
That's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd.
Looking to throw. They'll set up the screen to Taylor. And they do get this across midfield to the 49, but a small consolation prize as he's well short of the first. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
And Sanchez on to punt here as he sends this one away.
And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback.
The Browns offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And he's had things all his way in this first half. The numbers sensational as he'll look to add to them with another drive here.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. This short pass into the hands of the Joker. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
This time they'll just keep this on the ground.
And he will perhaps get back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. And time has run out on this first half.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Welcome in, everyone, to the downtown Orlando studios. Scott Hansen and crew with you for a short and sweet halftime, as this game's had a little bit of everything to it. We'll find out which side can establish some tempo in the third quarter as we're ready to kick off the second half. Back out to our commentary team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Scott, we thank you as always, and we'll see what happens here in the second half. Both teams trying to find the right formula to come out with the victory. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Browns offense set to go to work to begin this third quarter. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
They hand this off to Harris, and this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. He's not going to get there. That wasn't going to be close. It was blown up in the backfield. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
That's a really alert defense there, because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Taken about the 16. We'll call that a 49-yard punt with a return of just 2.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
Here's the Colts now as they get ready for their first possession on offense of the second half.
And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced the punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw.
We'll get this one to Pittman.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
That's good for the Colts. 1st down.
1st and 10, Taylor now. Takes it to about the 37.
I feel like I can see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
He's got his man. It's Pierce.
First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
A gain of 8. And the Colts, 1st down.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw.
Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
From the gun, it's Taylor. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down.
On 3rd down, they'll drop the throw. A nice little juke. And they'll bring him down right at midfield, and he is well short of the first down. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down.
And that's a play that's not uncommon on 3rd and long, because the offense is just hoping that somehow they can get a guy in space and follow some blockers downfield. Does a pretty nice job there getting a few yards, but he ends up getting stopped before he can get the first down.
Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. And for the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
He'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Oh, I thought he had that one, and that was nearly a big 3rd down conversion to give this drive some life. Instead, they're on the spot and help separate the receiver from the ball.
Called out a 46-yard punt with a net of 40 on the 6-yard return. And they will take over 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together. He'll start with a give to Taylor. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
He's tackled at the 34-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
Just what they need, a lecture from me, but subpar offense is what helped get them into this spot. And now they're continuing the trend with incompletions. That won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Colts 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. To the right side, this is Taylor. And he'll work down and inside the 45.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
2nd down, another run with Taylor. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
That is caught. And he is going to have a Colts 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
At the 34-yard line.
Running straight ahead, Taylor. And he stopped immediately there. The linebacker, Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah, on the tackle.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10. At the 34.
2nd down, another run with Taylor. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2. They'll set up to throw. And he fires one, but incomplete. So 2 third-down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a 3rd, and now they deal with 4th down.
Tyler Bass on for the field goal. A 43-yard attempt.
The kick by Bass is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10.
Well, in a close game like this, obviously you want the touchdown, but certainly they will take the 3.
And they'll be okay with that, but let's throw a little credit to the defense as well. I'm just glad this doesn't come down to a debate, right? Which side won, partner? Because the defense, hey, we didn't give up a touchdown. The offense, hey, we put 3 on the board. Either way you look at it, I think both sides gained something out of that drive.
Cleveland offense making their way out. Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still, they've got the lead here, and now a chance to add on to that lead if they can get points on this drive. 1st and 10 upcoming.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3. Out there, 48
Harris. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from the lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And he is going to have the Browns 1st down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
That's good for a Browns. 1st down. A gain of 7. 1st down, Browns.
On play action, they'll throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
Now a 1st down carry for Harris. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down. It will.
1st down. 1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Indianapolis. It's the Browns football, and they've got the lead here as we start quarter number 4. On 1st down, here's Jenkins. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. A nice pickup of 6 there to get him closer to the end zone, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Harris. Going to be stopped before he can get moving forward as he'll lose a couple back to the 5-yard line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. He'll look to throw. And he's got it. Touchdown. Jerry Jeudy. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Browns are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Well, that's certainly going to bump up the old win probability index because now it's a 2-score game here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, you're taking me into that deep water now. Win probability index. This game's definitely not over. We're not looking at a 0.5% or something. It's just 2 scores. But the way that this team is playing, to me, what I've seen, they absolutely deserve to win this game. They've been the better team by far throughout.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
And now Indianapolis set to take the field.
And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical.
Back to throw now on 1st down.
He'll find a man over the middle. It's Pittman.
The 1st down pass.
From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd down and 2.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up second.
Up the middle, here's Taylor. And this is going to be a Colts first down as he's got this up to the 40-yard line. Now, yes, a two-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on second and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right, they did pick up the first down there, but as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a two-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis and also move the sticks.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
So a first and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 47. They'll set up a throw. He won't find a ton of space following the display of power as he's down just inside the 45. Here's a 2nd and 8.
Second and 8 at the 44-yard line.
Back to throw. A short one there, caught by Warren. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 32-yard line. They're going to look to throw. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
It's 2nd down and 10.
They'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Taylor. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line.
That's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. And in a two-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified. Big pickup.
It was a huge pickup, but they really want them.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Colts have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a one-score game here in the 4th.
And that's what these guys have done all game long because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Browns offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And he has been masterful so far in leading this offense. He's kept the mistakes to a minimum. He's been on point with his passes, and he's generally been one step ahead of this defense all game long. On the ground, it's Judkins to start the drive. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think sometimes when you're trying to get after the quarterback, maybe it's better to be lucky than great, because I think on that one, he's just trying to get upfield and rush the passer. Instead, the tackle for the loss landed right in his lap.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. The throw right side here going to be incomplete.
That's a good piece of quarterbacking right there because he certainly felt the pressure coming. The alternative, getting sacked for the first time. He didn't like that option at all. Did a nice job saving yardage by throwing that one away.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. This is taken at the 23. A nice return that time, gets 12 yards back. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. Their defense accomplished step one of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a fourth quarter lead. They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
At the 34-yard line.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. That's a first down with a cherry on top, 31 yards.
First down. First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Well, this is where an offense needs to show what it's made of, and in fact, where a quarterback needs to show what he's made of, trying to engineer a fourth quarter comeback, and he hits a big one right there.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. Last play went for over 30 yards. This one not quite as big, but still over 20. Just week one, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Back to throw here. Throw aside complete. That's Taylor. And the Colts are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. A nice completion there for the first down. And, Charles, you think about the quarterbacks of recent vintage that have been thrust into action week one. It's no guarantee of future success, but we sure have seen some good ones.
We certainly have, partner. How about Joe Burrow with the Bengals in 2020? He was excellent. Kyler Murray with the Cardinals. The best part about his game has his team right at the brink of the playoffs. And Deshaun Watson has won division titles after having started from day one.
And he's going to be swallowed up and taken down. Sacked back at the 5-yard line. They'll wind up losing 3 there on the sack, and that makes things tougher here on 3rd and goal. He'll look to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. So that'll go as a 4-yard loss on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Well, they were successful in one sense. They completed the pass, but still leads them to a tough 4th down situation, doesn't it?
It does, and the deficit more than 3 here at a 1-score game. So the field goal, not their ideal situation. The kick by Bass is good. And that will cut the lead down to just 2. So with that field goal, this one's now back within a field goal. Maybe not the ultimate result they wanted, but gets them that much closer.
This game is unfolding like a really good book, isn't it? Because I feel like there's a few more plot twists yet to be revealed before this one is over.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs. Because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
And this defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. On the zone read, this is Judkins. And now here comes the 3rd of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
It's a gain of 16 yards. That's good for a Browns.
2 minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the fourth quarter. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. Looks like he'll throw here. He finds his man, complete. That's Hernandez. And he will have a Browns 1st down. It has been a struggle, but it's looking like that'll be the one to seal a victory.
And the Browns 1st down.
They go down to a knee, and the new campaign off to a good start. It's a win here in Week 1. Well, CD, always a little extra excitement for Week 1, and one of our early window games here in Week 1 on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back in the booth with you, my friend.
And it's good to be back in the booth with you as well. And we know that not everyone's going to start the season 1-0, right? Half the league is going to have a loss on their record, but everyone's going to have to build off of that opener. And how many coaches tell us every single year, you make your most progress between Week 1 and Week 2. We'll see how both of these teams progress the rest of this season.
So for Cleveland, a win's a win as they eke out the 2-point victory to take the season opener. And they'll have another road date next week with the Cincinnati Bengals. Meanwhile, for Indianapolis, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll try to get back on track next week as they head to Dallas to take on the Cowboys. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.